Tonight, it's
with fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And finding the tight end Wilson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Holt. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake, Holt. Flush to his right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Up the middle they go. Beard. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. They'll try and run the option left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 5 yards. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Beard. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Onto the field now come the Bears.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Three. Hawk 70.
To throw on second down. Holt finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots. It's 35.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, Beard.
And able to get this to the 31. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run right on the option. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Now the first carry for Bush. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New England. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Off play action. Holt. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a throw here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Holt out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end.
Here we go. Shot. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Holt. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And this is taken in by Wilson for a Bears touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember well. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Call that a 44-yard. Punt 5 on the return, and the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They run up the middle with Bush. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Smash. Check smash. Hey, check that. Street.
Off the play fake. Holt. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Pats are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
I tell you what. They'll run on first down. Beard. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
After the costly interception late, good job by him to keep it himself that time. Just tuck it, run it, and scramble for the marker. Don't give the coverage another chance at taking it away from you.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
On second down, there's the option going left. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
They'll try and run for the first with Bush. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevens. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Bush on 3rd down. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Up the middle they go. Beard. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend.
Ready, break. I got it. Mike 35, Mike. Ultra.
On first down, Beard. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
40 yards on the ground for him so far.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Off play action. Miller. He'll buy some time right.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turned it into a short gain.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Bears on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Miller. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well,
partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
so for the Bears, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Miller. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Yellow, 22. Steal, check, steal. Ready, go.
They'll run with Ridley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
We take a peek at the list of inactives for this week's game. And, gosh, this early in the season, Charles, injuries already accumulating for this squad.
You got to wonder in this organization, are they just saying to themselves, well, hopefully we're just getting them out of the way early so we can make a late season push when we have everyone back. It certainly feels that way with the number of injuries they've had already.
9 yards on the play and a 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Strike, check, strike. Hut.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For the Bears at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Kramer.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you...
The Vikings send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Miller now to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. It makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bears will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
22 needle.
On 2nd down, Beard, and he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On 3rd down, Beard, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Now Miller from the gun on 3rd down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it.
Here we go. 45, wide. Ready.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevens.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 43. Ready.
This is Ridley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
17. Ready, go.
Operating from the gun. Miller. Throw left side complete. That's Stevens.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown Bears! A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
Yeah,
right?
he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Ridley. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw. Miller. He finds his man. Complete. It's Stevens.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Now a first carry for their fullback. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Miller. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Miller looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 22 yards there, a first down.
Here we go. Red 38. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Miller. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so he'll just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
And to the left side here, Wilson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do.
Ready. 10 black.
Go, go, go.
Go.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. 2nd and 8.
60 red. 60 red.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This is taken at the 18. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go. Black 40. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Ready, go.
Here's Miller throwing on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Off the play fake. Miller. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
97. Go.
Back to throw. Miller. In trouble, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will...
Set. Ready. Black 95. Come on, the ball. Set. Cut.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 32. Check back 45. Check back 6. Mega.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Ready.
Miller now to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now Miller to throw on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. That's Stevens. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they...
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And
it's a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Back to the ground. It's Ridley again. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the...
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain. That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Miller on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevens. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red. Strike. Check. Strike. Cut.
They'll run for it with Ridley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Chicago, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week.